So, welcome to MacBean Scotch Fitness. Here's my new shirt. Try to get it a shot here without all the glare. Get in the gym and lift. And we're getting ready for a mega breakfast for dinner. So there I got the bacon and I got brat sausage. Cook it in there. I'm going to use that grease. And I'm going to add potatoes to it with salt and pepper. Then I chop up part of that green onion to add to it. Chop up part of that Vidalia onion to add to it. And I pop probably about 5 or 6 eggs. And then sprinkle cheese over the top of it. So right now we just got that going. When I add the potatoes and put some salt and pepper on it, it'll give you another view. And I'll try to get this posted tonight. If not, I'll post it tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to give us kind of a top-down look. I pulled the bacon out. Still got the meat in there. Got plenty of grease. I'll put the potatoes in there because they will take the longest to cook. Kind of spread that out. I got the taters in there. Fresh ground pepper. Sea salt. And then to add flavor, I put a good tab of butter in. And let that melt in there. So the next things I'm going to chop up are going to be the green peppers and the onions. And those will go in a little bit later. I'll pause that and we'll get to see it. Ta-da! So another thing we're going to add to the meat is it's not ham, it's Spam. So we're going to put that in there. Add to the flavor. Don't knock it until you try it. Fried Spam is good. Sprinkle that in there. And stir all that in there. Over that butter. Then it'll help cook it and coat it and add flavor. And then I'll be peeling the bacon bits in there. I'm just letting them to kind of stiffen up. Still not time for the fast cooking veggies yet because the potatoes will take the longest. So we're going to make sure they get cooked. So to speed up the cooking on the potatoes, I did put a cover on it, which I have for it. Well, you'll notice that I'll throw the heat back down it and help everything cook. You will pick up a lot of moisture. So I want to put back in there. Now we're going to add the onions. Now these are Vidalia onions, so they're sweeter than those yellow ones I was using before. Once again, let's get this mixed up. You can see the potatoes are starting to get cooked up nicely. Now I'll get the onions mixed up in there. I put the onions in first, so I want them to cook a little bit longer. And then I want the green peppers too. If I had mushrooms to put in here, they would go into the very last. And once again, a little bit more fresh ground pepper. And a little bit of regular salt. Throw the cover back onto it. And now I'll chop up the green pepper and that'll be the last thing I add to it. So we got a nice concoction there. Now we add the green peppers. We'll let these cook for probably about another 5 to 10 minutes. Probably 5 minutes covered and 5 minutes uncovered. So we do want to drive some of the moisture out. What I'll do is I'll get the eggs ready to pour in there. You know, we got a big batch. I'm probably going to go with 6 eggs. And the eggs are mostly going to be used as a binder just to kind of keep everything held together. And then that's kind of the easiest part. Then we just sprinkle the cheese on top. That's looking pretty good. There, let's go for a more of a close up there. There we go. Oh yeah. So 5 minutes covered, 5 minutes uncovered, and then we'll come back with the eggs. Okay, so we've stirred up 6 eggs, which we're going to use as a base. So we pour it all in here. Now I did add some salt and pepper into the eggs. Kind of go with everything. But I'm going to sprinkle some more. So this is basically just going to hold everything. Then what I do is I just use a little stir stick in there and kind of mix it up. And the egg be kind of a food binder. And it just kind of holds everything together. And you put it on the plate. You figure 6 eggs, there's 36 grams of protein. Probably had 12 grams of protein in the bacon. There's 48. Probably another 10 grams in the Spam. There's 58. And the patty is probably another 6 grams. We'll call that 64 grams. Oh, it's 70, so probably 35 grams per serving. That we will eat all this. So you keep mixing that. You have a shot of the Scottish Fitness logo. Until you feel that the eggs are pretty much cooked. You can add more eggs into it if you want to. Probably 1 or 2 more eggs wouldn't have made a big difference. And we got that all stirred up. You pretty much figure you got the eggs cooked. Then what I'll do is I'll kind of level it back out. Now we sprinkle the cheese on it. I've another 5 or 6 grams of protein there. Not doing a huge amount. Using it too as kind of a flavor enhancer and a wee bit of a binder on top. And this is cheddar. You can mix it with other Colby Jack, American, things like that. And then you just let that kind of melt. Kind of give you a good bird's eye view of it. Now the heat coming through the rest of the food will melt that cheese. Once the cheese is kind of melted on there, I'll shut it off and let it rest for a few minutes, and then it'll be time to serve it. So I'll come back to the serving portion. All right, so we've now let it rested. The cheese has melted. Look at that. Everything kind of binded together. You basically just scoop it up. You can kind of call this a skillet or maybe an egg hash. I call it a very, very filling dinner. Then the spruce is up for me. I'm gonna shoot some one on there. And dinner is served. I have some good clean calories, some awesome protein for the big workout I did today. It's a beautiful way to have a dinner. And we are out here.